Hello, vinyl community. Tony P coming at you down in the basement of Perlaville, Perlaverse, bringing to you a response to a thread that's been going around the vinyl community. Mr. Richard McCook started this. If you were on a deserted island and you could only take albums that were the greatest hits, only 20. Vinalia is the name of the album, name of the island, not the album. It might be an album later if the band shows up. But anyway, 20 greatest hits albums, or 10 double albums, if I'm not mistaken. Now, I don't have a ton of vinyl greatest hits. I have probably about 15. So that's the only ones I'm going to take. Now, I could do this with doubles, but I probably would have 10, but I would rather do the singles because I get more of a variety. You know, you can't take the same type, and it would just be boring. And on this island, I guess you got a record player, and there's electricity with a heck of a long extension cord, great speakers, because you wouldn't need headphones because you'd be on your island by yourself. Unless you want to take a set of headphones, it's up with you. But I don't think you can. I think you only got room for the vinyl. Okay, so here we go. The first one. I think you can see this. The Best of the Bee Gees. I love this. And I would lay on the beach and close my eyes because this is the one my wife and I would sit and listen to. So I can close my eyes and think that I was with her on the desert island. Best of the Bee Gees. It has things like Holiday, I gotta get a message to you, I can't see nobody. If you're on a desert island, you wouldn't see nobody either. Okay, Words, I started a joke. Massachusetts, love that. Okay, so there, that's one. The Best of Bread. If you're on a desert island, you might get hungry. So you'd have bread. Okay, just joking. Okay, The Best of Bread. On air that you would have Make It With You, Everything I Own, Mother Freedom, Down on My Knees. That is a good album. That is a good album. Then you want to rock it up every once in a while. You got to liven up on a desert island. You put The Best of the Cream. And with the bread, you'd have all those vegetables to think about, okay? You'd have things like Sunshine of Your Love, Born Under a Bad Sign, Tales of Brave Ulysses, Crossroads, White Room, Swabbler. Oh, you'd love it. You'd love it. Okay? The Grassroots. If you can see that without the glare. I'm not taking the plastic off because I'm too darn lazy to put it back on. Okay? The Grassroots. Okay? Now, the one I like on this one, Wait a Million Years, Midnight Confessions. I was at a party one time and a band played that. The girls just swooned. They swooned. I'm telling you, they swooned. We have to throw in our friends from Canada in here. The Guess Who. The Best of the Guess Who. Things like These Eyes, Laughing, ha 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 ha, Laughing. Okay, again, that. Love This Guy to Death. Some John Denver. Huh? Great stuff. Leaving on a Jet Plane, Country Roads, Promise, Pairs of Promises, Goodbye Again, Sunshine on My Shoulders. Phew. Then, gotta have some cowboy music. Johnny Cash, Greatest Hits, Volume 1. Gotta have that. Ring of Fire, The Ballad of Ira Hayes. Gotta have that on there. Little Kenny Rogers, who's since passed. Decade of Gold. 10 Years of Gold. I made it a decade. He didn't, So there. Kenny Rogers. Mamas and the Papas. Farewell to a Golden Era. The one I like, this one in particular, is 12:30 Young Girls Are Coming to the Canyon. That is a great song. There was a documentary I believe, on Laurel, is it Laurel Canyon? Where they went on and, you know, did some music on, and I don't know if it's a reference to that or not. Mazzy would probably know. But you got to have that. Little Mamas and the Papas. This album doesn't get any love on the vinyl community, but I bring this one because I would sing along with Little Red Riding Hood. You know, Wooly Bully, Sam the Sham, and the Pharaohs. Huh? Wooly Bully, Wooly Bully, Wooly Bully. Okay. Or, you know, hey there, Little Red Riding Hood. You bring that, because that would be so much fun just to sing. I harmonize really good with Little Red Riding Hood, by the way. How can you go without Neil Diamond, the young Neil Diamond? Cherry, Cherry, Kentucky Woman, Hanky Panky, Girl, You'll Be a Woman Soon. Okay, little Neil Diamond. Go to the San Francisco way, little Sly and the Family Stone. Get a little funk going in your life. I want to take you higher. You know you do that one. Beautiful. Have fun in the summertime. Thank you for letting me be myself again. Huh? Then you have to, if you're going to bring the funk, you got to bring the soul. So let's bring in a little Temptations. Cloud Nine. Do what? A buddy of mine before school, I used to go to his house to pick him up to take him to school. And he was eating breakfast. I would go into his living room where the stereo was, and we would pop this bad boy on. It wasn't this one, but this album, and I would just listen to it. Just listen to it. I'd crank it. His dad would come down and smack me in the back of the head because I had it too loud and he was trying to sleep. You know, well, Temptations, gotta have that soul. Hometown Boys. You gotta bring the Hometown Boys with you. Tommy James and the Shondells, huh? The best of. Ball of Fire, Crystal Blue Persuasion, Crimson and Clover, Sugar on Sunday, Money, Hanky Panky again, huh? Tommy James and the Shondells. Saw the band, didn't see him. He was, loved them. Now, does this count as one or two? The album is one, but on one side, it's the Turtles' greatest hits with my favorite Eleanor. But the other side is the Association's greatest hits. I'll try to get that clear out of there. Association's greatest hits. Think about that, huh? Got my money's worth on that album, baby. Now, the last one I'm going to show you. Now, you're going to say to me, but Tony, that's not a greatest hit album. I want to show you something. This was one of my vinyl finds that I talked about when I first started. This is Sills and Croft, a group out of Texas, I believe. A group, two guys, okay? And on there it says, I don't know if you can read that, it says, Sills and Croft, Diamond Girl. And I thought that's what I got. I opened it up, and I looked at it, and I saw Sills and Croft, and I didn't think anything about it. But if you look real close, if I turn it the right way, you'll see it says Sills and Croft's greatest hits. So there. Somewhere in the world, someone has a Sills and Croft Diamond Girl album that's inside a cover that says greatest hits. So there. That's all I got. I could do it with CDs. Well, maybe I'll do it later. Or I could do it with doubles. I might do that later too. So, there you have it. Before I leave, I just want you to remember this. A wise man once said this to me. He who laughs last didn't get the joke. So there you have it, my friends. On a desert island with 20 of the greatest hits. This is Perla, coming from the basement. Tony P, saying peace, love, rock and roll. Love you.